All right, everybody, welcome to another live New York session. It is October 25th, 2022, and it's a Tuesday. So before we get started, we want to check the news here. So let me log in the Forex Factory. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of high impact news at 10 o'clock. CB consumer confidence. I don't know if that's really going to impact price a lot, but that's what we're looking at for the USD. So let's go ahead and get started here. So we're going to start marking up supply and demand market structure for the 15-minute to the 4-hour time frame, and then we'll go back to the 15-minute and find out sniper entry. Be right back. All right, so let's get started here. So as we can see, when we look at price, there was a huge supply up in this area. So when price reached all of these areas and bought up to these areas, it attracted a lot of sellers. That's what made sellers sell in these areas and push price down to the next point. Eventually, price came down to these demand areas here and made price go all the way back up again. So supply demand market structure is the best way to go because that's where you're going to catch the best moves. So now what I'm going to do is just mark up zones in these areas, and let me change this to yellow. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and mark up the 30-minute. Basically, we're just going to rinse and repeat the process. All right, so now I'm going to put a vertical line here. So we can see that price respected this last zone as a strong supply. So there's a huge demand here. Well, there was a demand there, not a huge one, but semi-huge. As we push price up to the supply area, then sellers took this as an opportunity to sell price and push it all the way down and ultimately hit this huge demand down here. So buyers saw this as a huge opportunity to buy low. It really is the same thing even up in this area here. So we're going to mark up our zones. All right, so 30 minutes done. Let's move on to the hour. There. So we see that this is a base supply zone here. So sellers use this as a very great opportunity to sell. So see that there. And then ultimately there was another supply here, which is why the buyers and the sellers went back and forth in this area, because buyers pushed it up, but sellers pushed it down, and ultimately the bulls took over. push price down to these demand areas. So good demand here. And when price finally broke this, respected as supply zone and pushed it down here. And that's when ultimately sellers started controlling, buyers started controlling the market and pushing price back up again. So this is green. All right. So now we're going to do the same thing on the 4 hour. Current price. So now let's analyze this. So you see that price respected this area with a very strong supply. Multiple times it hit this supply zone, pushed all the way down to here. So you can say that there's a very strong supply zone here, a demand zone here that is holding price, because price hit the same thing, pushed all the way up to here. You also conclude that there's also a very strong supply up in this area, because price respected it as a demand, but then when it broke, it respected it as a supply. Hit here, pushed all the way down to here, hit here, and huge wick rejection and went there. So we're going to draw zones here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the smaller time frames all the way to the 15-minute, and then we're going to figure out what further supply and demand market structure we're going to draw. So this is the 1 hour, and you can see that there is a base supply zone here. As we push price down, 30-minute, kind of see that there might be a strong demand zone here. 15-minute, you see how price is kind of pushing up. So what we want to look at is price push down to here. So what I see is, there is a strong, it's like there's a strong zone here. Because price broke up and went up to this next zone, and then price rested on this, pushed up a little bit as well. So I want to conclude that there's a zone here. So the question is price going to close above the zone and go up to this next one, or is it going to be tested and pushed down? There's a possibility that there's another demand zone here as well. And then you see that there is a base supply zone in this area too. So it looks like price is buying up. But what I want to do is I want to wait and see if the next candle closes above this and then go up. Because when you look previously here, it looks like that price respected this zone here and then pushed down to this zone. So that's the reason why I need to wait and see if the candle is going to bust through this and go up. Because if it does, then I'm looking forward to at least go up to this next zone, which should be a decent amount of points, or even all the way up to here. So that's what I'm going to look for. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause this recording and wait for the 9:15 candle to close. Then we'll make our decision. Right back. I decided to put in a buy order since it looked like it was going up, but I probably should have waited. But we'll see if we get something out of this. Be right back. All right, so price really started buying up, so that's good. So I closed my first partial trade of $138, so I'm letting the second one run. So once I reach at least $20 or more on the second partial trade, then I'll close this recording. I'll close my second position and I'll resume this recording. Be right back. All right, so price really bought up. So I want to say that we got in, here, went up a good 315 points. So we got that one. So let me go ahead and document my results and then I'll resume this recording and share them. Be right back. All right, so I just got done documenting my results and you can see that price really did buy up to this point. So we probably have a very strong zone here, but it bought up significantly. So we did good. So let me go ahead and share my results. So as you can see, this is my prop trading account with Funded Trader Plus. My first partial trade made $138. I locked that in. Second partial trade, $21. So that gave me a total of $160 profit. So we did good on this trade. So I will be doing the back testing session on this later on as training. Looks like price is really buying up, so it could possibly hit this zone and then reverse and go down, or it could go all the way up to here and then come down. But this was a very huge buy, and the 9:30 candle hasn't even closed yet. But this was a good trade today. So we'll be doing the back testing session on this here, definitely. So that wraps up this live session. See you guys next time.